What's up, guys? Holding hands with you here, bringing you episode 6 anime review of Ssss Gridman. This episode is actually very interesting. We got some name drops, we got some info, we got some new characters, we got a good fight scene, we got a couple of good stuff in this anime. And I'm kind of upset because this anime is getting so underrated, and it's getting better and better each episode, but we only have 6 more episodes left after episode 6, so it's because this is supposed to be a 12 episode series, so let's enjoy it for the last 6. But it begins with Yuta in school and stuff, and everybody's, doing their regular school stuff, and he looks at Akane, I believe her name is Akame, the chick with the white hair, who makes the kaijus, or Shinjo, I should say her last name, but he looks at her, and he thinks, to himself, while asking her, do you have any of your memories? Because he's kind of catching on that he believes that she has her memories still, that she's not getting her memories wiped, like the other people. But he's scared to ask, and he doesn't ask her, and she just leaves. Then he sees Luca, she leaves as well. And he wanted to walk her home, but he was too embarrassed to ask. So he goes to, sneak up. I don't want to say sneak up, but I say more like, he goes to her house to see if she's there and whatever, but she wasn't, so he felt kind of upset and bummed out. So he's going back home, and he's walking through an alleyway, and this little girl walks up to him. Best Lolly, just by the way. And she walks up, and she's like, let's go on a date. And he was like, who are you? And she's like, I'm a kaiju. And she turns into she still looks, little girl, but she gets tall. She gets, super big, and a big head, and she's just looking down on him like she's about to eat him. And she actually starts breathing on him like that, with her mouth open, like she's about to eat him. He's like, okay, your breath stinks, in the self-dialogue, and he's like, okay, I'll go out with you. So when they go out, you have, Luca, who, she's bored, so she left the house, she went out, and she got this nice wallet, and she's thinking of Akame, where she look at the wallet, so most likely she's buying it for her, but we have to wait and see. We know by the ending song, it looks like they become friends. Maybe that's what she needs in her life, is a good friend. And maybe Ruka is going to be that friend. But only time will tell. But she buys that, and then she bumps into the guy with the white hair, the kid, who's a kaiju. We find out his name is Auntie. And she's feeding him and giving him something to drink because, he's hungry. And she realizes that he smells bad. And she asks him, do you bathe often? Do you bathe properly? And he was like, what's bathing? So she's like, oh no. So she takes him home. And the mom almost caught her, but she's in a rush to leave, so she ain't noticed that he was hiding behind her. And she brought him in the house, and she bathed him, dried off his clothes and stuff. And, and she's talking to him, and he's not really saying much information. So she's thinking to herself that he probably lived in a really bad experience, maybe. He's homeless, but doesn't want to say nothing. That's probably her thoughts. I guess, like I said, she doesn't really, bother him with the information. She doesn't want to be a pest, I guess you could say. That's not really Luca's character, to be nosy. She's caring, but she's not really nosy. But that's going on. Then we switch to our third main character. We switch to Usami, and he's reading, books on kaijus and Ultraman and stuff like that, and which are very famous in Japan. Books like that. Like Geysers, Ultraman, Gridman, all these people are technically related, but this is something very famous in Japan. And again, Akame bumps into him, and she's like, oh wow, you're reading this, and then he catches on that she's interested in this stuff, because, a comment she said about how she likes the red Model 3 of the kaiju, and he's like, wait, Model 3? You into kaiju? That's, how can I put it? That's rare for a girl. Excuse me. And She's like, yeah, I know that's rare for a girl, but it's rare for a boy too. And they both laugh. And long story short is they basically have like this little date between them. And she's only giving him the time of day because she wants to get information from him. And it was stated too, since they're best friends, you should know things about him. He has any secrets? I think he's hiding secrets. What secrets does he have? And he knows the secrets, but he ends up becoming a good friend and not saying nothing. And he's giving her like no answer. So she gets upset and she walks away. And Riku, she's done drawing his clothes and giving it to him, so he dips. Auntie. And then we get back to Yuta and his date. Now, this little Kaiju girl she thinks she's a Kaiju, and thanks to her power, she most likely is. She actually drops some good information on him. She tells him the truth. That Akami Shinjo, if I'm pronouncing her name right, the girl with the white hair, that she's technically playing God and she's creating these Kaijus. And she's destroying the city little by little bit. The people and the things that she doesn't like. And then she rebels the next day. So, and the only people who remember are those who are lucky enough to be part of his squad of the Gridman. So, and she tells him all this information, and then he brings up the smart question: if you're a Kaiju, then how come you're not listening to her, and why are you telling me the information? And she says, I'm a Kaiju way older than her, and I was created by somebody else, way older than her. And then she says, my predecessors with an S, which is plural, I mean more than one, are very grateful to you. That's why I'm telling you all this. And he's like, well, I don't remember any of y'all. And she was like, that's a good thing. So, there's a reason why he has amnesia. He most likely knows Kaijus, or maybe Gridman is working with Kaijus that are good. Who knows? This series is supposed to be only 12 episodes, but depending on how it leaves off, it may leave off an epic cliffhanger that wants more, and we may get another season. Hopefully. But only time will tell. But this was a pretty good episode. Everything was pretty on point. I feel sorry for our 10. He hit in the face again by her iPhone for Kami, because he failed his mission, and they report all this to Gridman. So things are going to be very interesting for now on in the last 6 episodes. I think things are going to pick up more. And we also know there's more Kaijus and people out there that are powerful. Like Gridman and Alex, the guy who's helping manipulate the heart of Akami. So there's more people out there that can create and manipulate people. So who knows, this series might go longer. We may get a second season. Who knows? Hopefully. Or maybe they just may end up on an epic cliffhanger, so it forces us to read the light novel / manga. There are some animes that are 12 episodes that are like that, sadly. But I won't mind if this becomes a seasonal anime, if they do continue it. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for. But I've always been a fan of Ultraman and other branch off like that, so either way I wouldn't mind. But again, this was a great episode 6 of Ssss Gridman. If you haven't watched it, I highly advise you to watch it. If you already watched it, go watch it again. Great episode. It's nice that we got more name drops and that new introduction to that new Kaiju. Since we got introduced to Alex, and we see Alex again in the end of the episode, standing on the top of the house. But yeah, tell me your thoughts, comments, and opinions. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get everything. Share with your family and friends. Tell me what you thought about the episodes and your predictions. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.